Perfect. I've got a question here from Matthew, actually, who wanted to join but couldn't. So he asked, what's the best way for a trainer to raise their prices without losing any existing clients?
So there's a couple ways of thinking about it, depending on what percent of your client base it is, right? If you're like, hey, I'm gonna have to keep so many of my clients on here that affect on the old price. Like, let's say you grandfathered everybody in, where you just kept them at the original price for the life of their relationship with you. If you only have room for 20 clients and those are 18 of them, doesn't really work, right? Because now what you can charge two people a little bit more money. If that's what you want, totally fine, but that's probably not what you're aiming for. If your goal is to raise prices, your goal is to probably have like 75% of the people paying more. Now you get into some trade-offs, right? So there's nothing you can do to make it so that other people just make more money, right? You can't make it so they just have more budget for you, but that doesn't mean you can't get creative. And creativity can take a lot of forms. So I'll give you just some easy examples of this thing. Let's say you charge $100 an hour and you really wanted to start charging 200 or 300. Well, if someone can't pay 100, the question is, are they paying 100 because they want to come in person, or are they paying 100 for your knowledge? Because what if for that same 100 a month, instead of being in person, they would be willing to do it virtually for a half hour, or they'd be willing to do it virtually via pre-recorded group session, or do it virtually via a live group. Those little in betweens of, oh, I normally charge 100, but that's because I have to commute. It's because it takes extra time. It's because it does this. If I can do it all virtually, I could have 3 sessions, or I could have 6 sessions a day instead of 3 sessions a day. Now I can charge those 6 people $100 because in the day I'm still making way more money. Notice that's a pivot. Second
Mm,
pivot could be, hey, I'm transitioning all of my $100 an hour people into group. So you still pay the same, but now I'm turning one into potentially 10. So now that $100 an hour is now actually $1,000 an hour because you go and you teach 10 of them at once. Now,
mhm.
just a key last thing I'll say on this is it's important to remember there are always people that even if the monetary amount didn't change, the fact that things changed would upset them, and they just don't deal well with change. So there's a great Mad Men quote which I really like because I think it works just everywhere. The day you get a client is the day you start losing a client. And I think that's brilliant because it removes this pressure of we have to keep the clients for forever and a half. It's like, no, you don't. You just have to add as much value as you can for as long as you have them and then on to the next one.